Hello there, welcome to Sightless Gamer Hag. My name is Rachel, you alright? The retrograde is retrograding. Now Mercury gets a lot of blame for stuff in this house, but it's not been my week for tech stuff. But I'm back and I'm playing some Disco Elysium. I'm currently entangled in a load of cables as well, which I don't know how that's just happened. But yeah, we're going to continue with some Disco Elysium. Let's continue. Where were we last time? What was I trying to do last time? Oh, yeah. So I've spoken to all of my guys. Let's just check. So, find out who's in the union box. Inspect victim's body. Pay for damages. Track down your badge. I've got a few things to do. So, sing karaoke, get a reality lowdown, track down your gun. Okay, so I'm going to speak to her again. I wonder if she's got some more ammonia. Let's speak to her.
It's raining again.
The young woman looks up at the overladen sky.
It was clear just an hour ago.
Where is this fuck the police business?
Me?
She doesn't understand.
Maybe you should drop this line of questioning. She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
Of course. Where to? It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Okay.
The west is the miracle.
Okay.
No problem.
That's me just trying to get my bearings. Okay, so last time we started investigating this whole situation. This guy here. So we need to get him down. Let's just check I haven't missed anything. What's this? The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite.
Holy shit!
That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Cool. Can I go through there?
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Okay, well that's not the direction I was expecting to go in, but can't go up there. Let's go in here. Oh, what is this? Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The
Ooh.
lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was just thinking about justice. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? Oh.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
Points to the ladder in the corner.
see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? The secret path the local kids use.
Oh, cool. Let's have a look. Get out of the way or get fucked. Cold pig's head. It looks mummified. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. Okay, I don't see anything else. Do I want to go to the harbour now? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come out of here and I'm going to go check the situation out the back. Anything I missed? Okay. So we're gonna go have a little explore, and then I'm gonna come back and use that, I think. Rue de Saint Ghislaine. I need... There are bottles inside, you could pick them up if you had a bag. If I had a bag. Who is this? Who are you?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello, I am the law. Hi. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of store is this anyway? Is it okay if I ask you some questions? What kind of store is
It's
this?
a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Oh, nice.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
Oh.
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Oh.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Do we have any? I'm gonna see if
Okay,
there's
sir.
any.
I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name? What is the crime business? What is romance? Who are these famous people? Let's ask what the name is.
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold
I'm
because...
signalling that the store is open.
She nods
Otherwise,
eagerly.
people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A
Okay.
sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face.
You're cold. Can I help you some way? I should have a word with the store owner maybe. Such a good trooper you are, learning the value of hard work. I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Some good choices there. Do we want to add another task? I feel if we pick this one, it's going to add another task to our list of things that we need to do. Let's...
Oh no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Shouldn't you be at school?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
There we go.
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
How's the business
Mum
going?
says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed?
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in what way? Good to hear it's going well. I'm going to ask about the curse.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt, ass up, say nothing. Bankrupt.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I don't think curse is real. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards of the window. I don't think curses are
Shouldn't
real.
be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
It's just regular trading and selling of things, child. It doesn't work out for most people. They're not doomed, but your mother should learn from their mistakes. Ooh. Let's try this one.
Of course, sir.
She doesn't know what else to say. What is this crime business?
Is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Why would anyone want to read about crime? Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. Crime murder gets the people going. Why not crime fiction? I need to know. Let's do that one.
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle where you can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the
You
way.
look much like a policeman.
Huh. Well, what does a cop look like then? Okay, then maybe I'm not a policeman, or should stop being one. Let's ask what we
I
should...
didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy, and then I decided to live a little. You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of man. It's not your body that's important to police work. Anyway, it's your point to your head. Look at that guy. I'll never be good as Mullen. Actually, I had other questions. Let's do that one.
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real.
That's right, a real failure, overshadowed by a fake man. That's harsh. I don't really want to deal with this. It's too much. Yeah, look, we don't want to deal with
We
it.
can talk about something else if you want. Something nicer.
Romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that
Or there could be
situation.
a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when both of the men are bad? What about when everyone is poor? What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? That's enough romance for me. Yeah, I'm
Maybe some about other books?
famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches a cold reddened cheek, then
I
continues.
think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Can I become famous by reading one of those books? Right, I had a different question in mind. We're just going to bug out because I've got stuff to do. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This book has a rose, a pistol, a half-naked dame on its cover. This book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Fair enough. What have we got here? A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. A book about Bordero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. The book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. It takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jean Kaus from Iguama. Oh my god, my brain. This is a book about pate. Okay. Let's have a little look down here. What is this? Roundabout North. Cape Side Apartments, Martinez Pier. The ad reads, broken window, Tribs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Perhaps I could. Can I go up here? What's up here? Oh, I can. Okay. I'm just having a little wander. I need to go and find a way to get a lonely cormorant so surveys the sea indifferent to your approach. I need to find a way to get either money or what's this? Oh, I'm walking past a lot of things. What do we have here? Inside the frame of motorcycle in repair and tools used to disassemble it. I don't know what. Didn't even show me what it said. Cape Side Apartments. Rue de Saint Lane, roundabout North. What have we got going on over here? Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. Belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint Lane. Who is this? Who are you? Shadows in the water, green plants under the calm surface. Who's this? Hello?
A striking woman
Ooh.
leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Ooh.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
How did she know? How did she know we were Popo? She extends a hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds her hand out over the railing. Joyce L. What does the L stand for? RCM. What is that? I'm a little foggy here. What gave us away? Shake her hand. Don't shake her hand. What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What is implied here? That you're a...
Shit, I'm going to shake her hand. I'm giving her that one. A grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
Okay.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Wow.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief even.
What are you up to?
Lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Cool.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? Can you tell me about the strike? What can you tell me about this lynching? You seem rich. Can I have some money? Thank you. That's all for now. You're on a boat.
Yes, I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago? What do you mean archipelago?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
Calayu? I thought we were in Revachol. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail boats around here. Understood about this boat of yours. I want to ask about other
She
stuff.
nods attentively.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Oh, okay.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
I mean, fair enough.
A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Ooh, cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why?
She taps on the side of the boat, makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Sleek Fish? How about the X something? How about Dolores? How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know, feels pretty. I just like the name for some reason.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
Okay.
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part
Okay.
of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Okay, sorry.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Good.
Okay, tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do? Fair enough, tell me something else. So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Ah.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
Got it, tell me something
She
else.
nods.
What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What if I want to hear about trade secrets? What is your role precisely? I have other questions. Wait.
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay it. How do I repeal it then? Why, wouldn't want to disturb an octopus. Better let it be. Let's just try that and then go
Fine.
back.
By throwing off half a century of foreign domination under the Coalition. Unfortunately for you, the Coalition also leases you the right to police West Revachol.
Right, fair enough.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
Okay, what's your role?
I believe the official title is Senior Labour Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And
Ah.
how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Oh.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Tell us more about the behemoth.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organisation now.
Okay, how were the talks going before?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
Okay.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
Ooh.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay then. Cool, not cool. I'll be like, okay then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posture.
Let's find out what their demands are.
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
I like it. I don't know what to think about that. Over-aggressive commie posturing. Seems like they have no idea about business. Forget it, I want to run. I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That's pretty funny, I have to admit. The workers can't be kings. The king is king. King is dead. Long live the workers. What are you going to do? I mean, I like this. But we're gonna...
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Ooh. Tell me about the union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Ooh.
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad? He can't be that bad. Say nothing. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen.
Oh
And
dear.
I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are 2 of him?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
That's terrible. I'm embezzling from a union. That's awful. What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare? Let's take this back to let's...
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Claire came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Oh, no.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of local working men, a giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol, basically a socialist mob. I prefer not to have an opinion on these things. I mean, it kind of is sucking the life out of Revachol because it's corrupt. But do I want to show my hand to this woman? Let's not have an opinion.
Officer.
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Oh no.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie. It happens. Some kind of extortion probably.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter.
Yeah, the Union polices itself.
The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Okay.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh no!
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Oh, remember when my partner told you I recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see.
She looks increasingly worried.
Are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible after a night of heavy drinking I lost all memory of my life in the world. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, the city, nothing. Yeah. She seems like a very sensible woman. I'm just gonna go...
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Just option 2.
Yeah. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
Yes, my brain is injured.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
I'm
As
not.
I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
I got my patches and everything.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Damn it.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
What kind of arrangement would it be? How do I negotiate my way out of this? Then I'll find it somewhere. Let's talk. Shall we get ready to go? Let's see. Oh, yes!
Just float a favor at her.
Surely there's some... Yes! Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement
I will
credentials.
be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
Ooh.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones.
Ooh.
Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Okay, excuse me. Excuse us for a moment, madam. We're just gonna go over here and have a little chat. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Oh, so we're henchmen now. Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
It's fine.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it. What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could just, find my badge. Let's go back to it. Let's say... I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, detective.
Not?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it.
Okay.
What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay, we could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
Let's go back then. Okay. Your room isn't much bigger than this room. Okay.
Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking. You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Let's ask her about it.
Quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal, and you want us to investigate. Let's...
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Ooh.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine, you... Right.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
What do you mean? Am I going to need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Ooh. Oh, because the strike will have jammed up the docks, won't it? So then the lorries can't get through. Okay.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Ooh.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way. But one step ahead of the Union in another.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier? It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it? What proof do you have the Union is involved? We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present in the lynching. I don't want to give her too much info. Okay, I've made up my mind about a smuggling investigation. Actually, let's discuss something else. Let's ask the generic one.
On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Ooh. I wonder if that's...
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCN. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
That's smacks of deeper. Okay.
Well, Here's your chance, officers.
How do I want to handle this? How do I want to handle her? I don't know. Let's just work through.
We asked
Ooh.
East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
She pauses, looking to the sea.
this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
Well, yeah.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carrier.
Ooh.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Well, clever.
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
Oh, that's a point.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
I mean, we did speak to the bookshop and they were struggling, so...
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Okay.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, but she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Okay. Let's go back. Do I want to get indebted to this woman to, like, to, Let's... do you know what? Let's just do it.
Might even be connected.
Potentially.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Dang it. Okay.
Yes?
We will take this case, probe the driver, see what he yields. There's no way we can take this case. I'm going to accept.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
Okay.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need.
Okay.
In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown. Let's see if she...
This reality.
It's related to the medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms. No time to explain. Just give me a lowdown. Actually, now is not a good time for... Let's do this one.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy now that I think of it.
Brain swelling. She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
Yay!
All right, we're in. I know these all look good.
Where are we? What time's this? What is acute encephalopathy? Let's ask that one.
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
Okay, let me ask something
Be
else.
my guest.
What are you? What is this? Conceptualize impossible 20. What is this? That's all for now. Oh, even. What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of
The
teeth.
smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
What's the big time? You got a predatory streak. What's the big
The
time?
revolution.
Ah, what is this revolution I keep hearing
It's
about?
quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Oh, I love that word, kerfuffle. I don't use it enough. Right, kerfuffle. Who got shot in the head? Who got the mineral rights? When was this kerfuffle? That's enough. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Ooh.
She's not gloated. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
They ever. Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Truly a kerfuffle. That's a tragedy. Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head then. Truly a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
The lieutenant mumbles from behind his notes.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
I had a deluge too in my head. Point to your little head. Anyone else gets shot in the head on the opposing side? Yeah.
Yes, an acute thiamine deficiency can be exacerbated by alcoholism. Exacerbated means made worse.
Okay. I get it. I shouldn't be drinking. Anyone else got shot in the head on the opposing
Oh,
side?
lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
Alright.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Smart king, cowardly king. I loved that king, fucking communist. I don't care about kings. Tell me one more thing. Smart king?
Yes. King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down? Anyway, Gil got out alive and his nephew Rachell got shot in his place.
What a shitbag.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Sounds like it. Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
And by minerals? Liberals?
Are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement.
Hmm.
Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
Money talks. How did the liberals win it
They
all?
didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender
To foreign
to?
intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything. Who are the coalition?
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground.
Holy shit.
The ocean, the laws, and the people. The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Ooh.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
The
Moralist?
moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head.
Hmm.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
Oh.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
They like to maintain the status quo.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
I don't think I'm a moralist, Mom. Not just technically, practically as well. I like what I've heard about these people. It's always picking an option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am, and also not. I don't think I'm a moralist.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Well, apparently I have not shot a lot of heads. When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
Okay.
The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Ooh, who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease,
Ooh.
which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Taraf do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Wow, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain
Yeah,
tissue.
prion disease is not.
The actual causes of the revolution were material. Pandemic only provided the spark.
Historically speaking, that's usually what happens. Prion disease, though. Ooh. Not. Mad cow disease is a prion disease, I believe. Where did it... It's Rachell's Yakov? Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What comes next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Do you know what? I really like this choice. Like, she doesn't have to be giving me this information or talking to me. Like, it's not in her vested interest, but she is. And it's like, oh, actually, I think she's...
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie, a pair of pants.
What is the zone of control? Our lives are very different from each other.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
Okay, what's the zone of
A
control?
city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the coalition of nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
Okay.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
Basically a police state then? What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, coloured plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
It's been like this for how long exactly?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all this
The
time?
20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river level, offshore platforms in the plains. Still,
Interesting.
it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to '19 was simply hell.
And after
The
that?
30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. First time in a long
Ah.
time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
She curtsies.
Welcome to reality.
Yay!
From the looks of it, The Fifties haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova. This raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
She looks at the crumbling tenements, paint flacking from the stone.
We've had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
Oh, I don't know.
Her first.
I asked you, who are you in all this? I would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like drove these people mad. I would have killed more, 400 million if that's what it took. I would have made off with the money rights. I don't know what I would have done differently. Medical solution?
A cold creeps up your spine, reaching its tendrils up your neck, toward the back of your head.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion? A complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago.
Oh, that's a point. With some hygiene, modest social care, perhaps a little research program. Liquidate the rabid prion-infested dogs who want to kill everyone with a cleansing artillery fire, with privatised healthcare and work ethic that does not turn your brain into sponge tissue. Okay, maybe it's impossible. What happened had to happen and always will. Well, maybe.
The wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence. The charge dissipates into the dark water. All is quiet on the Martinez inlet.
Always.
Always. That's the can't-do attitude that truly defines late modernity. You may prove a modern man yet.
Ooh.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
Oh, so you've opened yourself up there, lads.
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Ooh.
Understandable.
That's enough.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come.
I mean, we have to deal with the corruption first.
Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
I want to know what you are, I think. Let's try that one.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
Say nothing.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
Ooh, dramatic.
I am an ultra.
It's sharp.
What's an ultra? Dios mío. A liberal. Cool. I liberate pretty hard myself. I don't understand what's so vile about it. Wait, what's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
That one.
Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution.
Okay.
I can see you thought I'd gone extinct. No sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a centrist at heart. A real moralist. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
Ooh.
Forgive her, but only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
You're a monster. I forgive you. I forgive you, but only because you're charming. I don't care. Yeah.
The devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
Beneath her waterproof raincoat and silk shirt is a body imbibed in numb 12 perfume. You are suddenly and intimately aware of it.
Vile, do you wanna fuck? No.
I hope so. I hope we are able to continue as friends despite my scaly bulk. And the insanity, bloodshed, and transfer of wealth that took place here. It was not the plan all along. When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Wow. What would you have done differently?
Due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east, light drizzle washing it clean, lights go up and motor carriages circulate the tracks.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
Wow.
Orange flames reflect in her green eyes.
You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife.
Well, I'm glad I didn't ask her to fuck, because I think she would have been quite
We
annoyed.
return to reality.
Yeah. I want to conclude for now.
The little that I know. Anything else?
Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy.
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander.
What nice fabrics, what lustrous hair.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so...
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed. I'm not ashamed. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. As I should be, before you even consider it. This is a woman and I'm a man. Yes, I should make my own goddamn money. What is this feeling?
Shame? You haven't really been in the presence of gentlefolk either, have you? What shame is there to be felt in front of these dock workers, cops, and hotel clerks, but to belittle yourself in these eyes of Odinin? Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I
Okay.
was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Volition, medium 11, say it. Can I have some money? Thank you. Oh, do I come back and ask for money later? Or do I ask for it now? Wow. 72 seems high. Let's fuck it. Let's do it.
Voila.
Yay!
Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
You seem rich. Can I have some money? Can I have some money, Mom? Help me. I'm poor. I need money to live. To keep living. Money. Whatever. I don't know. Or... Let's...
Of course. How much do you need?
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
Probably. Isn't that the amount that we need for the bill? Let's ask for that.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
Yeah! She reaches into her raincoat, pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes
Yay!
And oily to the touch. Whoa, whoa. Did you see how easy that was? Ask her for more.
No.
Toot toot. Train to Moneytown.
Can I have some more? No, it would be dishonorable, and mine honor is my life.
Can you eat honor? Are you an omnivore? Give me a break.
I just want to pay my bill, man.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You bribed me, all right. I'm your little peon now. I'm an honourable policeman, one of the few good men in Revachol. I'm still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out. There we go.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, and seemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Yes, I will
Most
log them.
certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries? Of course, Detective. Take care.
Okay. I will come back to Joyce. I think I want to go and find out what's going on at the dockyard. And then I can come back and speak to her a little bit more. Because I like her. I like talking to her. Joyce's info on the lynching. So I need to either solve the... Okay, yeah, I either need to find out who's doing the drug thing. Oh. Look at me leveling up. Okay. What can we... Let's go and check out the thingy situation. The dock situation. Let's go and speak to... What's this here? Take some magnesium. Let's go and speak to the striking workers and find out what's going on up there. See if we can get a bit more information. We also need to speak to that Everett guy about getting the body down. I don't really want to speak to the racist. Let's see what's down here. Oh, what is this? You hear the distinct squall of seabirds. Who's this? Nothing I can't do. I'm the job for every man. What is this? Yeah. What is this for? What is this? Who is this? A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Kim, look, bullet holes. Look closer first. Look closer.
Faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Where?
Point to the chips in the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it. I mean...
There? Those are old.
Oh, what do you mean
These
old?
bullets were fired during the Revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation.
We've had a bit of a lowdown on Revolution, so we're just going
We
to
should
finish that
focus on
thought.
present crimes from the present century.
Okay. Although I do feel like the history of the Revolution is important to what's going on here, because it's that thing of like everything seems impacted by this. What's this here? Coin operative view has been banged up. Improbable. Did I see?
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
We're going to give it a pat.
The box seems happy.
Ah, that's
Eat
nice.
shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel your mail collection box. Been there, post love, unsure. Mail collection box. Been there, mail collection box. You should man the fuck up. I feel you.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow,
Oh.
and then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Revachol forever.
I'm not kicking her. We've just been... It's my friend now. I can't kick it. Okay. Where am I? I am here. Can I zoom out? Zoom out. Right. So the lorries are here. Let's go and investigate the strike. What's this? What's this here? Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. What have we got here? Jump Jam's popular music mag. Glossy magazine. Most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10. Oh, what's this? Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. That's fine. I don't need to worry about hunkiness. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Yeah, we're not going to feel threatened by handsome men. What's this? Friet? Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What's that?
What is what? It's a raincoat.
Okay.
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 Rachell.
Did we need a raincoat? Did I want a raincoat? Pay for damages, fine smoke, smoke them. I feel like we could maybe put I could possibly spend a little bit of the money. I feel like I needed a raincoat. Why did I... I'm trying to think. Or should I... Do you know what? Nah, I'm gonna wait for now. Leave. Do they have any ammonia or anything though?
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
She returns to her
What's
magazine.
that magazine she's reading?
Before we go on, what is this free? What magazine are you reading? Let's proceed. Oh, actually, we could ask her about the crime, couldn't we?
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man?
Not really.
Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Okay, how long has it been
I
there?
don't know really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you for helping. Oh, do you have any
She
ammonia?
looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes. What we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Where's my medicine cabinet? Is that the medicine cabinet?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Okay. Where is the medicine cabinet? Medicine cabinet? Is that it?
A small cabinet
There we
on
go.
the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay. One health. Morale. What do these
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Dramamine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying or exercising.
Okay, thanks.
Uh-huh.
That's going to improve my morale. Okay, I need ammonia. I feel like that's what I need. Let's zoom out again. Is this medicine cabinet?
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall. In that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I'm in heaven, I need it all so bad. Say nothing, just take it in. This is not a good place for a recovering addict. Yeah.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic.
I want to be recovering, I
I'm obliged
think.
to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Yeah.
Here you go, mister.
Okay. Maybe that will help with our...
You see several packaged raincoats.
Oh, I looked at that, didn't I? Where's the medicine cabinet then? So they haven't got any ammonia. Right, let's leave. Maybe the cigarettes will help with the corpse. Maybe... Let's try again. Let's see if that's a modifier that'll help. Like, I know I want to do some ammonia. Where is he? There he is. Right, what have we got? Damaged ledger, racist mug, lieutenant's handkerchief, commemorative pin, green pen, clothes, tools, cigarettes. Let's smoke an Astra. Can we do that? How do we do that? I don't know. Let's try again.
There he still is, looking through you with his white eyes.
92%!
Is entirely dedicated to that corpse.
Let's give it a go!
Emitting it is all it does now. As you breathe
Yes!
in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty, with your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Yeah.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and...
Sorry about that. I've just set up a new trail cam for the foxes. So we've just been testing out as my husband's ringing me, so you'll have missed some of the text, unfortunately. So the man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamelled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. Okay, let's inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
Oh, that's quite expensive.
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots.
Ooh.
Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Okay then, what kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it? The material, like, what happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it.
I bet that
It
kid's
would be
got
odd
some.
if he had more on after 7 days.
Okay.
We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Okay, we can ask him.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Why does my mortal coil need protecting?
Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Okay, maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor.
I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him? He could have been walking around naked just like this for all we know.
They usually hang them completely naked for that.
Ah.
La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fair enough.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Material looks up.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
That's a lot, I take it.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware? Knock on the boot, pull the boot off, let's...
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
He's
Yes.
not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
These look pretty
I agree.
advanced.
This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Okay, knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Punch it harder, sounds fragile. Sounds
It's
fragile.
anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Wow.
Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
That is pretty
Like the
advanced.
scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Pull the boot off, back off and look at the cup. I don't want to pull a
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
boot
Its
off of
torso
some
covered in
little
tattoos,
cup.
and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Okay, inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was that?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits
Oh, alcohol.
lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
I should get a drink. This is a bad time for a drink. This is a bad time for a drink.
Extremely.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Ooh.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Like in a harbour, like in a circus, in a... I can't come up with anything other than a harbour. Circus.
No. More like in harbor. Like the one just east of here. I get a sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbour did it. They sure wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong. How do we even get him up there? Back off and look at the corpse.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
Yeah, no, they might have forgotten to brief me. My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing. There we go.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
Okay. They sure wanted him to stay up there.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced.
Oh, it's the proper...
See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
How do they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle tying to the belt, but the
I
branch.
think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing out there.
Okay.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Limb and intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Okay.
His corpse is marked by stars,
What will mine be marked by?
alcohol, and heartbreak.
Oh. Oh. That's sad. Okay. Let us continue.
Fist clenches suddenly.
It will be marked by bullet holes. It will be riddled with disco. It'll be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a sting.
Blech. Is this a map of the night sky? Is this a microelectronic system? Is this a national pattern? Night sky.
Map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
Ooh.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
Ooh.
So am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Ooh, what's that?
Interrogate Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Camera.
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the sides of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into them. The lens needs adjusting. Then
Sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
the lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a colour-perfect copy of the dead man's tattoo. Cool.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need
It
it for?
contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
I won't. I mean... He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of
The
cigarettes.
glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper,
Ooh.
teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the
His
eye.
eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Ew.
Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Well, we have to do this because it's 92%. Tell me, who are you, dead man?
into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can't get the damn compartment on my ledger open.
The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like you always do.
Oh.
Fuck it hard. Corpo the clown.
He means force. It'll work.
Cool. I can see you're gone, but who are you? What is happening? I hate you. You stink and you're boring. Let's...
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive? There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either. A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
So not a security guard. I have another question.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination.
Nice.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this.
I mean, fair enough.
Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
I mean, if it gives me answers, that's fine.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
No, I'm good. Yeah, give me questions. Give me a comical amount of questions. Give me a comical amount of questions.
Right up, copperoonie, Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
I do strike myself as a Rooney. Rooney is obviously not who I am. Of course not. My name is Rachell Ambrosios Costo. Split the difference.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately. No, it can't be Harry. I refuse. Could I really be Harry? Could I really be Harry?
You can be anything you want, brother Coppo.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have
Damn it! Who killed you?
love did me in, brother Coppo. It was love all along.
Oh. Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have because he told me to, not to ask him. Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. Yeah. The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden.
Oh.
It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Oh. Interesting. Why are you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
First you have to speak like that with dialect, so you were feeling sexual arousal when you were hanging there, forget it. There we go.
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
Oh, I don't know. No.
Captain Coppodromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Okay, I hate you,
Do
boy.
I remind you of someone?
Deep sea creature. A baby affected by harlequism. You don't remember a deep sea creature.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
You don't remind me of anyone.
Sure I do. You just don't want to admit it.
Okay, well, obviously you remind me of me, but...
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Wow, that was
As you
terrifying.
narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess. of green and pink.
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. What
How
am I
should
doing?
know why you are squinting, officer?
I don't know either. Maybe I should stop. His face and hands are pink, thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
Ah, is that what I'm
The
doing?
monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears
Oh, that's
pregnant
purging.
with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I don't know what to think. What do you think? Cover your nose. Something is coming out of him. He's beaten up. See the bruises. He's beaten up.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Well,
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means he fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
weirdos. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Could it still be he was moved after death? Maybe he was strangled by someone. Let's split the
There's always
difference.
a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Okay.
The pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet.
Yeah,
Purge
purging.
liquid is
Not
dripping
fun.
into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he
He
saying?
didn't eat much before he died.
Talking about shit.
We got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death. God damn right. Okay. F word. We got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime and we got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
Yeah.
But there is no breath to catch, only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
Okay, let's have one last look.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Let's have a little look
As you
through.
narrow your eyes, the monster before you.
Just gonna click
only the
through,
lower
see if there's
extremities
anything.
are pink. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo
Yeah.
belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge.
Okay.
But I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Okay, I think we need some help. Can't someone else do it? We could saw the branch. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Maybe we could shoot him down. Maybe we could ask for help from the harbour. I'm out of ideas. Let's...
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go.
I know, but otherwise how are we going to get him down?
it's unsafe.
Yeah, wait, let's reconsider. Let's...
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
We could saw the branch?
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Ladder?
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there.
Okay.
Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
Yeah.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Can't someone else do it? It seems like a lot of hassle. Maybe we should shoot him down. You know what? Part of me's like, I should try and shoot it.
Yeah, bang bang time, pig. Shoot his head off.
Ugh. Does that mean these kids are going to talk more? I don't know, just, you know, shoot up there maybe, point towards Brant. Just shoot the belt, the bullet will break it. Bullet or belt? Is this... I feel like this is a bad idea. Let's try. Let's try. Point towards that.
The buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
We can try it.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit.
You still here?
Miss! The pigs will miss Kuno.
Ah, shut up.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could happen? Actually, don't. It has bad air. Wait, let me try. Say nothing. Let him choose. Let's let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp,
He wants
the
to do it.
lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Ooh.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it, partner. Shoot that motherfucker down. Say nothing. Easy does it.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
he feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Okay. It's okay, man. God damn it. I got your shit together. Try again, maybe. What? No, it's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Pino clan.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word. Just looks at the gun in his hand.
What
I
now?
have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I will try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Point the gun at the belt. Feel the weight first. Feel the weight.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger.
Point the gun at the
Buckle
belt.
comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
Ah.
You won't miss.
Say shut up. Hand-eye coordination challenge 12. Pull the trigger. Oh no. Close your left eye. Give. You know what? I'm not going to shoot.
I agree. Enough gunslinging for today.
But what about the
We
body?
need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men.
Okay.
I did not want us to be indebted to Everard Clare. I wanted us to be able to deal with it ourselves. That is clearly not the case. We need help.
Okay.
You need to suck my dick. Why the fuck am I still alive?
What's wrong?
He's a dangerous and corrupt man, and we cannot predict what he will want from us in return.
Okay. I like how I'm doing a very good job of
Lonesome, long way home.
thought complete.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake.
I forgot about
Frozen
this thought.
Eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, A small house, no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here?
Ooh.
Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Nice. Okay. Okay. What have we got here? More stuff to do. What have we got? Photograph. I don't need to look at that right now. Okay. Let's talk to this. I'm going to ignore this one.
Got this.
He's 12.
Nappa comfy, Kuno.
Hey kid. A word, police business. A moment of your time, please. Let's see if we can find out about the armor.
Talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding at sea.
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do? Are you kids siblings? Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not an arc. Look, I have questions for you. Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What
You will
forces?
see.
Let's
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got.
show me when you
What you
got
got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
the body. What do you know about it? About the crime scene? Just who's Kuno? There you go.
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out. What do we want to know? I don't have questions.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Okay.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Where's the armor kid?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuckgimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Did you?
Come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
What do you mean threw it away?
Tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Performs a kick-off of an imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
Oh, what do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock in boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuro's armor. Go to the gate, ask him.
Yes.
Okay.
You can feel it.
Do you know who he was? Do you know how it got up there? Have you seen anyone suspicious around? Looking to... I don't want to talk to this kid anymore.
Get lost.
Shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
How do you know?
Can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
It's the disco.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Okay. Demo tape sounds like a kind of musician.
What?
What fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Back to normal. What is this?
Ah, you want to mess with me, mate? Oh, I'm about to get weird. I found a plate covered with powdered residue. Know anything about it? What's a tube of Elysium? Could I get into the harbour and from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
Is that it? Easy.
Not for you, pig. Kuno can't wait to see you get all scared and shit your pants.
Okay.
Kuno can't wait to see you shit your fat pants.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Powder residue?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Okay.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What's with the...
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
No. Okay, whatever.
Okay, whatever. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, and you look like you could use a bottle.
Quite possibly, yes.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time. Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't
You're
mystify
not
it.
getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, fair.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I've got the information I need. I might come back and annoy them later. Just because I can. Right. Let's go check out the situation at the docks and then go through Kuno's thing to get over the other side, maybe. What is going on? Wouldn't do this if I didn't have to. Who is this? You think you're better than us? You're not. What is here? Let's have a little look. It says GRIH. Talk to this guy.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbour gates. His voice is the loudest a lot and oddly screechy for a man his side. What's going on here? Looks like too much trouble for my taste. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I? Yes, no. Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay,
Good.
I don't want to get involved.
Fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strike breakers together. Shows authorities are on our side.
No, I'm leaving. I don't want to speak to strike breakers. They're not the people that I need to speak to. How do I get up here? How do I speak to you?
Scab?
Asked the man with jolly eyes tilting his head.
Did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden, wave fierce, right to work. I'm not a scab. I'm a cop. We know what scab is.
Content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
Well, he wouldn't. He's a
Gotta be
union
bloody
man.
Stupid, freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mask, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them? It's better than begging. Come on. Have you tried talking to
We'd
them?
explain the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Let's...
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Wow.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strike?
I've come to Martinez to investigate murder. Hey, you're the man in boots at the gate. Kuno said you know about armour. I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation. Money, what's the strike about? Anyway, nice talk, gotta leave. Let's admit.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy. You're right, it's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it. I mean...
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Fair enough.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice.
Oh, Kuno.
The little boy had the good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
He's got a lot of drugs, man.
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Ah.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
No, he's just done a lot of drugs.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used us too? What? Scare you? The probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
Ah, right, okay.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
Ooh, technical
I did
stuff.
some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
Okay.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold up, 4 pieces, helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots, what about the leggings? I'm going to find 1 piece of it, 1 is enough. I'm ambitious, I'm going to find all of it. Actually, I might have better things to do. 4 pieces.
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
1 is enough.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Yeah.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits.
Well.
Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Okay.
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He contemplates taking a swig from his
He
flask.
thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Okay, thanks for your cooperation.
If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Call me
He
tomorrow.
is sincerely grateful. He is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
What's the strike about?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Okay.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Okay, assistance with...
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry.
Damn it.
I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the union can render assistance.
I mean, you let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
That's simple, I just walk in.
I walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Who's Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there.
He's a big guy.
Right past him.
Right.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Ah.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
You enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
Absolutely not.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview.
No, thank you.
Or maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone ever
Not
missed
yet,
him?
no. He's incredibly strong.
Okay.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Ask
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's go. How do I get back down? That way. Okay. Let's go investigate Kuno's thing. Should we talk to some of the truck drivers? I've got 2 missions going on at the same time. The lorry's probably stored fuel here now. They store booze. Okay. I've got 2 things. So I've got to get the body down, and I want to speak to the lorry drivers. Let's speak to some lorry drivers maybe.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Keep listening. I am the law. What's going on here? What's going on here?
Jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike. Scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck.
Sounds like it.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Limbo, huh? That's where I am. So how long have you been here? Cool. So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it. I don't quite understand what you said. Keep it simple. I'm here to ask questions. Crime questions. Extravagantly.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Oh.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
Ooh.
So tell me, what do you need?
Got any smokes on you? Care to spare some change for a working stiff? Tell me more about the strike. Know anything about the dead man? What are you hauling anyway? Strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? Forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
Wow.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now.
Ooh.
Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eye. It's a philosopher lorry driver.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Okay, dead man?
One of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Well, what are you hauling?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Cool.
Time to arrest
him. You're under arrest. Wicked, I've always wanted a friend in the underworld. Okay, what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
For the rich people.
They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Nothing illegal then?
Unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat. Interested? Not really. I just asked because, I don't know, it must be a cop reflex.
Yeah, it must be. Your job's to know all these little things, isn't it? Well, my job is to deliver tracksuit trousers.
Okay.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Okay.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
You seem like a man who knows about drugs. Empathy, 42%. Let's try.
Ease into
Ah!
it. Don't go too far.
Man, you look sad. What's going on with you? My man, I want to know about your soul.
I'm okay, man. Just... the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct.
Hmm.
Now, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Okay, let's ask him about drugs.
Man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B. I need to get high. I'm looking for a dealer. Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking?
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment, what's that? What? No, of course not. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling. What's that?
Entrapment is where a law officer gets a person to commit a criminal offense they otherwise wouldn't commit, often through some trickery or fraud.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's like trying to trick a person into doing something criminal that they'd never do.
Seems like a wonderful way to spice up some boring cases. Hey, if it yields results, shrug and give the thumbs up. I'm trying to be good.
Then what are you trying to accomplish?
So much for subtlety. Better get straight to the point.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor. Loaded on the lorries, ready to jam up.
Okay, I need to eat a biscuit.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. It's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait, then then why are you still hanging around? Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Okay. Okay. Oh. I think there are some other guys around here, aren't there? What's this here? Bold slogan, Humanox covers the truck. There was something over here that lit up, didn't there? Check that out. Doing a full circle. Foreign car kept in good condition. Alright. Okay. Got another person there. What's this? What is this? Let's just sit down and talk this out. Ooh. Cool. I'm not gonna deal with the lorry stuff yet. I think. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? I think my best bet is to go through Kuno's shack. Maybe. What time of day is it? Hold on. We've got a little bit of time before the union thing opens up. What time does it say the kitchen opened? Let's check my notes. Let's see. Let's see if the kitchen's open. Yeah, okay. Hello. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. Lots up there. Take all. An aroma of spices, alcohol and tomato hangs in the air. Let's speak to this person.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
Hello.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative.
I don't think it is.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You've got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Okay. What is through here? Is this how we get to the...
A heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the door. Try to push on the door. I wonder where this door leads. Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Try to push the door.
The door does not budge.
Wonder where it leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. It's part of the whirling rags. There's something about this place that makes me want to know. Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation. You're right, it's not important. Let's out of duty. We're trying to be a good cop.
Quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
Yes, a mini side investigation. No, the door is a mega investigation. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation. Mini.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay, leave. Anything else in here? No. Okay. Let us went. I want to see if I can... Actually, no. Let's speak to him later. Let's go through Kuno's little shed. Okay, so this guy is wearing very expensive armor. There's a lot of secrecy and stuff going on. Let's go through there. We can do this. What's this here? What's that there? Oh, that's the picket. Yeah, I'm robbing him. Let's try this. Oh, we're on a roof. Okay. These barrels are half full of rainwater. What's that there? I'm not close enough for it to tell me. How do I get down? What is this? Where am I going? Oh. Where am I going?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down, a trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than anything else. is a cop's cloak.
Cop's cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the Elysium insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Look around. What exactly are we doing up here? Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Go for the cloak, jump over the ledge. Look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard.
What's going on? Oh, it's walking.
The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
Motherfucker. That's a huge crane. It's just a machine, Lieutenant, like a giant hammer or a pair of pliers, nothing to see here. Let him have his moment of wonder.
His eyes trace the crane's contour as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gate.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your clock.
And then you have your moment.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind.
I'm gonna go and see what those 2 things were. Where's my thing? I want to see what those things that lit up were. And then potentially go back. Take all. Oh, not a third. What have we got over here? Can I zoom out? Can I get over here? Still feel like I should be able to. Hang on, I'm just gonna eat a biscuit. I kind of want to try though. Kind of want to try.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible.
I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of this union to help us get this body down. This is why we're here, right?
Yeah.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
Gonna give it a go.
No, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained the muscle there.
Okay. Okay. How do we... Let's go down here then. Okay. Zoom in. What's this? Can I look at this? Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Oh, you could get through that way. Okay, let's go up here. We want to go back onto the roof. Let's explore a bit further up. Not in the right position, am I? How do I... What do I have that can maybe fix my health? Maybe I could smoke a cigarette. How do I... No?
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Okay.
Oh yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland! Become a genius!
Fuck it.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Repercussions. There's a high risk of glory. With a mild chance, cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that. It will help you concentrate a bit. It only lets you concentrate because you're in nicotine withdrawal. It only mitigates its own. Blah, blah, blah. Boring.
Just gonna smoke it.
Warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
Okay. Okay.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health.
Okay. Okay. Right. I need to... Let's head back up there. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I don't know whether it's too dark or maybe I'm just not seeing.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Okay. I need to put savoir-faire points in. What I got over here? The crane. I'm a little bit flummoxed, to be honest. Why can I not walk through this door? What is blocking the way? Can I get down any other way? What's the way you come up? What's that there? Let's click on that. No, okay. I am stuck. I don't know what to do. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay. I think I need to level up. I think that's what we need to do. So that's what we're going to do. How do I get down here? This way. Let's go back down. So let's I'm just trying to think. What's the best way to approach this? Is that there? Oh, I can't get there. I have to be up there. Damn it. Okay. I need something to fix my health.
Is in a deep slump. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
See if we can wake him up.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing.
Damn it.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Not now.
Excuse me. Do you have something better to do than
yes, I do.
Sweet syrupy rum and lemonade with a twist of lemon, maybe lime, maybe who cares? Just rum.
Oh. Okay. Move. Okay. Right. I'm a bit flummoxed. Let's go get something to fix my health. But I need to, I think.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
3 morale. 1 morale. 3 health. How many? How I need 2 health. 1 health.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Okay. Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company.
Okay.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells.
Let's all go today. I am stuck. I don't know what to do. My brain's getting a bit tired as well. Let's see what I've got in my stash. Items. Pen, clothes, tools. Well, I bought a thing, so I should... Did I not pick it up? Hang on. Did I not pick it up?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
I thought I bought a thing.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint.
Do I not have any Nosifed? What happened there? I thought I bought some. Tools. Was I down to 1? Is that what was happening? Let's take that off. Okay. I thought I bought some. Weird. I am a little stuck here. I don't know what to do. Because I need to, if I'm going to go and see that guy, I need to get that jump. Which, is a guy here? Let's speak to them. Can we speak to them?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma? I doubt it. Snap your fingers in front of her face. Excuse me, ma'am.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snip snap?
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from a hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you alright?
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Ooh, where else would you be?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero.
Ooh.
Until you came along, that is.
Who's that?
This is Gabriel Buendero.
Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Ooh.
This man's got a hold over her. Even 50 years later, you can feel it.
Nice.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, savouring the world she's conjured up. Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, Mom. Right, I have some other questions for you. Sorry to
I
interrupt.
wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In meth, it was a golden age. Someone was.
Ah.
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
Okay.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Okay. Police questions.
Harife, it's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos and knickknacks line the dashboard. Ah. Hang on. There we go. Just adjust my magnifier.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
What are you hauling? I still don't really understand this whole boydero thing. Before I came, you seemed away. Show me the soles of your boots. You seem like a woman who knows a thing about drugs. What are you hauling?
Diamonds? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
I mean, yeah.
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
What if the cargo is contraband? Wait, you get high off driving a lorry. I guess that makes sense. Minding your own business.
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Okay.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Oh, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I guess that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Madrid, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
I think I see where this is
So the
going.
Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's not where I thought that was going.
You have to understand. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
I mean, did she deserve to get strangled
What
though?
if to truly love a Boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
Well,
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
wait, why is that, Lieutenant? Should you drive a lorry if you get like that? Okay, let's change subject.
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
Well, you're making an assumption there, my guy. We're police officers. We should, you know, follow.
But not for her. For you. What is it about this woman? If she's not connected to anything?
A pale dream is what it is.
She nods her head according to a rhythm known only to her, staring at the photo in her hands. Drugs?
What do I need drugs for, Loman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that horde.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
That's not really what I was getting at. Where could I get my hands on an experience like? Okay, let me ask you something else
The
then.
woman sways her wrinkled shell back and forth, a strange grin across her face.
Let's have a look at her boot.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
It's for important police business. Please help me out. It's important.
Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are not Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots, made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Now the other
Just
one.
before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
There is no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean it was the coronation of Franco Negro?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Rachell. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Jerife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. The size is 37.
Alright, foot fetish boy.
They fit well on the pedals.
Thank you for now.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Okay. Let's have a little look there. Take. Anything else? Oh, what's this? What's this down here? White tank top. What is these? +1 physical instrument. Maybe at some point. Not right now. What is this?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's being reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
You try.
Even though the standards
Yes.
of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasure.
Oh dear.
Starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through an entire national treasury? Well, I mean,
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum.
Ah.
There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Wow.
The man certainly knew how to live.
I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style. I imagine it would be uncomfortable, to be honest. King is king, he could do anything. What? Wait, really? There's no way that's true. A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
Is what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Mm.
Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays. And purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
Okay, what is nose candy? It's cocaine. This is a lot to process, so he's addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Wow.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. A group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers.
Wow. What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn of the century revolution, when Martinez was leveled.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city.
That feels cruel.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
It's a bad idea.
People in Martinez tend to agree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
I mean, he wouldn't, would he? That seems like a terrible idea, to be like, oh, I wouldn't it be delightfully ironic to have this in the really poor part of celebrating this person who's made it ridiculously poor. Like, ugh. It's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. What's this over here? What are you? What are you? Some great tectonic forces crack the pavement like an eggshell. What is this? I think I need to improve my savoir-faire. Ancient fountain doesn't put more, but there's a tree in it. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush of the rain has almost washed them off. Can I get around here anywhere? Okay. Is there somebody there? What was that thought?
Doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covers his mouth.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hog René first.
Okay.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
This one's still chewing on his sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
No, we're gonna ask.
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the
+2 acting without hesitation. Do I want to get involved in the game? I need to improve my savoir-faire, but let's observe them first.
Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
The man throws a metal ball towards a smaller wooden ball in the sand, missing it by a meter.
Mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
He tries to measure the throw.
I hope you pass out from it, you goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Standing tall and proud, he looks at his partner with disgust.
Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
What team?
Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
Why are you so mean to me?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud, and my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you?
The man in the uniform stands before you tall and proud. What do you know about the man hanging?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
You don't have any problem with cops?
Pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
Don't know anything?
I knew I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Okay.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Does it have anything to do with all the bullet holes I've been seeing around? Do you know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay, it's a crater.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Fine. What do you want now, then? Ah, yes. King Philip the
Oh, he's a royalist.
His steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself. Powerful leaders not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure. I know how I feel about it.
With age, a man learns certain things about real power, or else ends up a spineless socialist rat, like Gaston here.
I know how I feel about it, but I don't know how our detective feels.
Part of that, officer, is having to spend your days playing pétanque with an angry snake.
The carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Fair enough.
No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I think I want to stop for now. Just because my brain is getting tired.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onug written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts.
Ooh.
Lanky, weather-worn wooden planks. An X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Okay.
Probably some kids.
Okay. What is this?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Let's leave that for now. I'm kind of at a loss of what I need to do. I need to improve my savoir-faire. How do I do that? Let's have a look. So... should we have... I feel... Why is it not letting me equip that? There we go. Okay. Just trying to think what. Maybe we could go in there. Maybe we could try the bookshop, maybe. Let's try the bookshop. Me and my bag. Let's speak to this lady.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Okay.
Hangs around the woman's neck in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in anger.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough that can you give me some money? I feel like no. I don't want to ask for money. I have money.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
She clutches a pendant and narrows her eyes. Well, so are the owner of the store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high pitched, as if to give it more
She
penetration.
has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Are you sure?
Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, she was.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes, I did.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
Absolutely 10 out of 10.
Precious. Her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite the trooper. She did a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labour. Okay, let's change. She's a trooper.
As a young girl should be. With the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future.
Okay.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything?
She fiddles with her pendant and then waves her bony fingers.
Go, be drawn.
Okay.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Okay. What do we have over here? Book collects the national recipes of Ardor. Old sports magazines.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Storekeep, tell me about the Muscle Man books. Look through the display book. Jimmer. Part of me is like, oh, I should go and have a look around here.
Of colourful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Wirral. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna come back to this. I feel like I've made a little bit of progress. Not as much progress as I would like to have made. But we spoke to the woman, so I think, okay, I'm calling it there. I'm getting tired, so my brain is like not making good choices. It's just like what? But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. If you would like to hang out with me some more, there is an end card coming up with a link back into my channel. I will be back next week with some more Disco Elysium, hopefully a little more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and we can make some goddamn progress and at least get the body down, maybe. I think I'm trying to do too many things at once. We'll streamline, it'll be fine. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I shall see you next week. Have a lovely week. Bye bye.